Well, hello, welcome to Beyonce's side of the internet, and I'm Sharonda. And during this video, I'll be talking about another book, of course. Okay, so in this book, what the hell? In this video, we'll be talking about To Her Rescue by Dria Andrerson. As always, I will have the cover on the side of me. Okay, all right, so let's get into this thing. This is the first book in her Night Brothers series, and in this book we have Celine Harris and Mason Knight. So Celine, this is also a paranormal romance shifter. They're both Celine and Mason are cat shifters, panther shifters, which are like my favorite kind of cats. And this is also marriage of convenience. So in this book, we have Celine, whose grandfather has left her a shitload of money, okay? Like a lot of money, all right? And her family wants that money from Celine, and they're willing to do anything and everything to get that money from Celine, because they was wilding. Her family was wilding in this goddamn book. I was like, wow. But so we see where Mason comes in, him and his family, to help Celine with the situation, okay? So this ends up being a marriage of convenience because Mason and Celine pretty much already know each other from these interactions that they have throughout their society, okay? They're part of this society that's called the Matoisi, and Mason's father is one of the top 3 people on this council or whatever. So Mason and his family is pretty goddamn powerful, okay? And Celine and her family is trying to get there. They just ain't get there yet, okay? But her family is also kind of like this bougie, hateful kind of family. You know, they think they're the good Negroes, you know what I mean? And they think they're better than Mason's family, even though Mason's family has more power than her or whatever. And it's just like, it's kind of backwards. But anyway, so when Mason's father finds out about Celine's grandfather leaving her all this money and how her family acting up, he goes to his son and like, yo, you better step on up in here because this is what's going on, whatever. So his family comes in to help her, and this is where we go into this marriage of convenience, when Mason comes up to Celine and like, you know, what you want to do. And Celine goes for it because she already likes Mason. Like I said, they always interacted throughout the society that they have, and they always had to go to these parties and things like that. So Celine is a very shy, sweet woman on page, so she never really like interacted with people at these events, even though because people had a way of just like fucking with her or whatever, and Mason will always gravitate towards her. So these two knew each other, but you know, and it was always an attraction there, but they never acted on it. So Celine is like hands down like, yes, because I know whoever my daddy put me with is not going to be the best fit for me. I love this story. It was so good. I love Dria Andrerson's writing. It's just so flawless and easy. And what I loved about this book was Celine's and Mason's relationship on page. It was just so easy and flowed so well. And it's not to say that they did not have their issues, because Celine was this shy woman. She was pretty much forced to be that way, forced to hide her emotions and not speak up when she had something to say, because of how forceful her parents were with her when she was growing up. She's also a shifter that always she hides her shifting abilities. It was another thing that her parents didn't like shifting, so they never encouraged it in Celine. She only had to shift through the full moon and shit like that. So she had this really repressed state about her. And Mason, we see Mason inside of the story pretty much pull it out of her. So their relationship wasn't always easy because of this repressed state that Celine was in. But Mason was the type of dude that would tell her like, yo, I don't play these games. Like, you got something to say, you know, you got a problem with me, the situation we in, you know, things like that. You got to tell me. You can't be out here walking around the house. You know how we women do sometimes. We be mad and we walking around the house stomping and with the attitude and lips poked out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Mason was just like, no, we not doing that. Like, whatever you have to say to me, say it to me so we can work this shit out and get it done. You know, move past it and get it done and shit like that. So, but I love seeing him encourage her. He was all in from jump. He always liked Celine as well. Pretty much was already in love with her and stuff like that. But Mason was this really active businessman. His father was really powerful. He was really trying to get from up under the shadow of his father. So even though he knew he was attracted to Celine and his cat was attracted to Celine, he just never acted upon it because he was just running around here trying to be, this businessman or whatever. And that, you see, that kind of like even affects their relationship now. Where he still, had this mindset of being like this single dude, whatever. I mean, he was all in, but some things just don't leave you right away, and we see him and Celine struggle with that. But I love that he was very protective of her from jump. Like, he was telling her family, like, I'll fuck all of y'all up. I loved it. I was like, kill their asses. That's what I was doing. Because her family was wilding on Paige. Like, and it just goes to show you how, sometimes family ain't family. You know what I mean? How her family really just did not give a fuck about her. They all wanted that money so bad. They were willing to do anything to get rid of this girl. And it was weird. It was crazy seeing it on Paige, how they reacted to the grandfather leaving her the money, and how they wanted her. Like, her father, oh, that motherfucker. Ooh, that Negro could have got it. I was like, kill him now. For him, a problem. He is a problem. Like, he was wilding. But it was good to see Mason and his brother and his father pretty much step up and like, yo, you ain't coming over here with all of that. Like, she part of Alf and she part of the Knights now, Negro. You ain't coming over here with all that. We'll beat your ass. I love it. I love the way she writes. I love that she puts kind of like this, like, you see what, like, Mason's father and mother comes from the street, and they got up to this high society, but the street never left them. They still was willing, like, the father was telling Mason, like, you better handle these Negroes, because if you don't handle them, I'm gonna beat everybody's ass. I'll kill everybody. That's how his daddy was. And his mama was on the same page too. Brother was on the same page. Well, Silas was a little bit more diplomatic, but Silas was motherfucking in the back starting shit. Like, how I'd be like, like, we're gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? But it was good to see, like, how supportive his family was of him. That is another thing that I like about Mason's, about Dria Andrerson's books. Like, she's really big on family, and we need to see that more in Black stories, Black romances, across Black stories, and in general. She's really big on family. Like, she'll have one family wilding the fuck out, like how Celine's family was, but then she'll have another family, like we have with Mason's family. We see the love and the support on Paige, how these, how they nurture their kids and get and support them, and raise them to be the best they can be. It is just really a good thing to see on the page. Like, I love to see, like, that, and not just between the mothers and the sons, but you see it with the fathers and the sons too. You see how Mason's dad was about his kids. He was like, I don't care if y'all is gone, I'm fucking everybody up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was, and I love to see that. She's really big on family inside her books, and I love that. Like, the positivity that you see, the love and reactions that you see with Black families in her stories is just chef's kiss. Love it. But I really did enjoy Celine and Mason's relationship on Paige. It was just an easy relationship, and that stems from them already knowing each other and already having this attraction towards each other. But I love that he was all in from jump, like, just willing to be with her. And I think, like, his gruffness and his just really just, like, rubbed the right way with her sweetness, her shyness. And it was just really pretty to see on Paige. Like, it was so goddamn swoon worthy. I was like, oh, God. And the way he talked to her sometimes, oh, my God. Girl, whoo. But I tell you one goddamn thing, your daddy can get it. Mason, your daddy can get it. Okay, I'm in my gray stage right now. That man can get it. But this is a really great story. Another banger by Dria Andrerson. I love her writing. She writes amazing paranormal contemporary romances. Like, I love it. Like, these are paranormal stories, but you really do feel the romance on page. Like, bitch, it's swoon worthy. I love it. Okay. And her writing is amazing. I just feel so connected to her stories and her characters, because it's like motherfuckers talking the way you talk, moving the way you move. Like, I love it, bitch. I love it. So yeah, check this book out. It is I think it's been out for like a week now, so definitely check out To Her Rescue by Dria Andrerson. This is, like I said, this is the first book in her Night Brothers series. We get Sally's book next. I can't wait, because there's some shit going on over there. I can't wait. But love it, enjoyed it. Check it out if you love shifter paranormal romances, black romances, okay, just easy loving, then check out To Her Rescue. You'll enjoy it, I promise you that. Okay. And this is novella length, short, sweet, you get right to it. Okay, so until the next one, later days, bye.